Hi guys, and welcome back to the Zeze Millz show. This is our roundup. I've got a roundup and I've got some sick people with me. I know you guys have noticed the balls in my hand. This is what we like. Girls, whenever you're giving head, remember to always concentrate on the balls. The balls are very important. Am I right or am I wrong, fellas?
You're right.
Thank you very much.
Hold them.
Like this?
Yes.
Are you supposed to lick them as well?
Suck. Oh no, I don't. No.
The thing is, I don't really like putting balls in my mouth because there's always like hair in that region. Do you get what I mean?
What's that like?
What?
The hair.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Do I need to shave?
I mean, it's better if you shave. It's like it's better when you go down on a girl if she's shaven. Yeah, do you get what I mean? I'm not going to stop licking the balls if there's hair there. Do you know what I mean? You're going all red.
Yo. I'm sure they're fun right now.
Man, that's 5 mad.
Sure change quick like.
I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves because I think that's how it should be. So
I think you should introduce us.
You know my name.
Right, Yardie. How would you like me to refer to you through this session?
Whatever suits you.
Yardie?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. We've got Stevothemadman.
Just call me Stevo.
Can I just call you Stevo? And we've got Mr
Oh,
Montgomery.
I knew it. I knew it. You know what it is, yeah? The good thing about my name is that people don't know how to say it, and then they practice saying it. So by the time you finish saying it, it's in your head. So you're always going to be thinking about me.
How'd you say it?
Good marketing.
Wait, how do you say it then?
Mr. Montgomery.
Oh, I said it right.
Exactly.
Mr. Montgomery. So what do you want me to
You're
call
gonna
you?
start practicing.
Can I call you Gom?
No, please don't. If it's too long, just call me M.
Oh, M. You've got a really nice voice, M.
Innit?
Thank you.
You just licked your lips there, did that. Yeah. Am I making you blush?
Can I get my intro now, please?
I just had a whole flirting session with you. Like, what more of an intro do you want?
Still, it was a good flirting session.
Oh,
Still,
right.
after.
You're too young for me. I heard. You told me I'm allowed to
Don't
say.
worry, age is nothing but a number.
No,
Come
trust
on,
me,
man.
it is. I want to have kids like in the next 2 years.
Yeah, I
And
can
you don't.
provide.
You don't. I already told you about kids.
No, he said he can provide. I wanted to do a roundup. Well, actually, it's like mine and Stevo's combined idea. Because Stevo's the...
Oh, you've got all the glitter on your hands. Now you're going to get me in
sorry.
trouble. I've told you.
Emma, it's me. I'm so sorry. There we go. And stop being mean to Emma as well. No, seriously, big man ting. I like Emma. Anyway, so we're going to do a roundup of 2018. We didn't want to do it on our own. We wanted to have everyone, because I think you're hella funny. And you are like the journalist, like the real... I think you kind of sit on the fence sometimes, I'm not going to lie.
You think so?
Yeah,
Nah,
110%.
man, I don't think I do.
They even called me out. Like, they didn't call me out, but I had a... when I'm Just Bait lost his page, so I was talking about that. And he said, come on, Stevo, man.
Stevie, come on, mate.
What, that you should...
You can't be saying
Now,
this.
we're in this
Yeah,
game. If
yeah.
you can't provide something for someone, they don't care.
Yeah, so
about you. That's
he
society.
challenged me. So
Okay, right.
I do want I'm Just Bait to get his page back. Anyone else have different views?
I mean, I'm neither here nor there with that one.
I wanted to have it back. I think it's important.
I think, I'm not being funny, but the way I saw people coming together, like rallying round about getting Iron Bait's page back and everything, I get it's his livelihood, but we don't come together to do anything for things that actually matter.
No, that
But
actually
I
matters.
think with his page, the reason why so many people are doing it is because I feel maybe a lot of people feel like, and I'll be honest with you, he built a lot of careers.
Yeah.
He has built a lot of careers, and a lot of people should be grateful to that because his reach got their videos and music and whatever else he was sharing around the world and gave them a start for their career. So in that sense, I feel like people owed him to say,
Yeah, but I
give him a
mean,
shout
like,
out to get it back.
ask young people to sign a petition about Grenfell and no one's going to...
That's
You're
true.
going to struggle. People that I've never seen speak about situations that actually matter to, like, not even, you know, the urban scene. Us as people, you would struggle.
But you know what's crazy about that? Even when there was a petition for Grenfell, his page got the amount of signatures within the hour.
Fair enough.
They boost his page as well.
Yeah, true.
We all boost his page as well, so it's not like a one-way thing, but I think he's important to the scene.
I guess so. That's a significant thing that's happening in our scene.
It's like the UK shade room or baller alert, really. Apart from it, don't really show much news because he has got a news page as well. But it's an entertainment page that is big in the UK, and it breeds UK. Like, it pumps the UK hard. So that in that sense, like, the people who were saying sign a petition, I feel like they they rightly should be doing that. I'm saying like somebody like you or anybody else who like, why am I going to do this? That's fair enough. Why should you do it? What has he done for you? But people he has done things for, I feel like they should have done it.
I'm just kind of like on the fence with this one. I'm not neither here nor
No,
there.
but I am like that. That's what I'm saying. Some I feel like should do it, and at the same time, you're right. Why should people do it? So, but I feel like the people who was doing it, they should be doing it.
Are you actually from Jamaica?
Yes, I am.
Like seriously, born there?
Well, you're from Jamaica, isn't it?
Yeah. Jamaican.
You remember me?
No.
I'm not remember you neither.
The first thing that came to my mind this year would have to be Black Panther. I think you cannot talk about 2018 without Black Panther.
Am I allowed to do the Wakanda forever? Like,
no, you're not allowed.
Why not?
Why not?
You're not
Why
allowed.
not?
People were getting angry at white people.
Yo, you never see the white man in the
Can I say my
What's his
surprise?
name?
Like,
Go on, what? Go on.
I haven't watched Black Panther.
What?
So I can, he cannot.
Because your card is revoked, you can take his card,
Thank
and
you
now
very
you
much.
can do Wakanda. So
Wakanda
us three can do Wakanda forever. You are not.
So I'm left out.
You know what though? So what's your whole thought with that then? Because
You know me. I love everything black dick, black men, everything along the lines of that. I'm just here for it. Do you get what I'm saying? So
No, but hey, you said yeah, I said nope. Oi, hey.
I love that it was like black director, it was a black cast. I like that it was set in this.
Overdue. It was overdue.
Exactly. I'm all here for
But
it.
hang on. There has been black directors, black cast.
Oh, yeah,
black,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
Yeah,
been
but
black-
not
on
on
the
this
scale of a
scale.
Marvel-
And
Marvel.
also,
This because this was Marvel.
Yeah, the numbers were crazy, man. They were
And it wasn't about slavery. It was like an action hero that little black boys or little black girls can look up to that, or even whoever, and see us in a
100%.
positive light instead of it being like, hey master,
That's
master.
true, because
do you know what I mean?
my godson, yeah, like he lives in Birmingham, and he wanted the outfit to wear. And
Exactly.
every time he had to dress up for a party or something, he wants that outfit. So it's something, yeah, like I agree. I feel like it was overdue, and it's good that it's here, and it had a big impact. And I hope it's not just one of them things where you get one and then that's it.
I think they're supposed to be doing a sequel, right?
They should do.
They're doing the one. I think they're doing one for the women. They're
Oh,
doing
are
one
they?
for the women as well. But also, so this is my thing. Like you said there, and this is what I hate. I hate when someone gets behind something,
Yeah.
and then everyone's like, well, okay, well, that's trending now. Let's all get behind it. There's loads of them situations going on that we're not getting behind.
Yeah, because it's not. Yeah.
Like
that's-
Tiny Temper, love Tiny. I love what he does for communities. I love what he
What
does.
does he
right?
do for communities? I don't know what Tiny does for communities.
Well, he's done. Well, I say communities. He's done a lot in fashion.
Oh yeah, but nothing actually for communities.
No, he has. He has.
Has he?
I can't say it, so I don't want to. I ain't got no quotables, but he's definitely done something for the community, local
means he-
community.
that means he has.
And he done it. You got to remember, he was on way
What him do
before
for
anyone
fashion?
else.
You know me already when it comes to fashion. You know, we talk
Anyway,
about-
point I was going to make, yeah, is he when I think it was Jamaica,
Yeah.
took a whole school to the cinema, or took a whole class to the cinema. I thought that money could have been used for like books and education, personally.
Yeah, but
Now I could be being that guy, but it's like you're taking them to go and see Black Panther, like a film.
Yeah, but no, actually,
No, it is. No, I'm
I
sorry, Zee.
disagree.
I'm
no,
sorry.
because
I'm
it's
sorry.
nice. We have to have positive role models.
But
I'm
they would
always
get it
talking about that.
get it on a bootleg surely in Jamaica real soon. Not that I'm supporting that, but I'm just saying, like, I hear what he's saying is what he did could have went to a more positive thing.
Like, but it's nice for little kids to have release. Do you know what I mean?
talking about little
Is it just
kids,
one
do you remember-
classroom?
Do you guys remember? Sorry. Do you guys remember the H&M thing? With the
Oh,
little
with
boy?
the black.
Yeah. What
There
was
was
it?
a lot
I'm the coolest monkey. In the
Yeah,
jungle
there's
or
a lot. There was a lot of that happened in 2018 where I feel like brands purposefully provoked black people, like Clickbait, to get us to have a reaction. There was a thing with the monkey. There was a thing with like Nivea. That was the year before. I think Heineken did an advert as well. That was a bit shady. I just think that brands were doing that a lot in 2018,
it was Dove.
Yeah. They did do that.
No, Nivea and Dove have
No,
both.
Nivea and Dove did.
Dove
it.
did the one where they were changing.
Yeah,
And
all
Nivea
that
had
stuff.
one as
Yeah.
well.
But can I say something though?
Go on then.
Does anyone still go H&M? Exactly. Kind of back to your point. Once people was around the hype of it, but once the hype died down, everyone gone back to normal.
That's true, and I think that's what we do a lot.
Yeah, I think they do it on purpose because they know black people are gonna go on social media and make noise about it, if that makes sense. And then after that, it just builds awareness for their brand. But it's just all publicity, man.
2018 has, for me, we've got so much more PC. And for me, I remember a KFC advert years ago when the black people were eating the chicken. Like, no, I mean, black people
Do you
love
think
chicken.
people are too oversensitive?
Yes, bro.
I think that's
Come
why
on.
I think a lot of us are hypocritical.
Yes.
I think people are too sensitive, and I think that's why a lot of people don't really take to me, because I say things that people might necessarily agree with behind closed doors, but everyone is too sensitive, especially with talking about.
It's like I'm a comedian, right?
Right.
And I feel like here in the UK, when I do live stand-up, I have to be
Censor
very
yourself.
careful of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where when I travel and do shows abroad, I can just freely talk. Because as a comedian, we should be able to, or even as people on social media, we have a platform. We are supposed to be using our platform to talk for the people, to say what everyone is thinking, but they are too scared to say it. So we
You
should be able
spoke
to
about the whole thing with Nike.
Yep.
About the whole, again, that ties in with, like, you know, everyone talking, doing things, and they actually took it down because of you. High five.
What do you mean, man?
Did you get money? Did they give you money because of that?
You see, Adidas, if Adidas was smart, they would have hollered at me and say, yo, let's work on something for battle against them. I'm like, yeah, man, cool, let's get in there, but they never played.
What made you, what triggered you though with that?
What made me actually is the fact that, again, I'm not going to call the page name, but there was pages that was kind of promoting it, and I was like, why are you promoting this? Like, to me, it looked like the guy they had was a black guy, right? And he didn't look like he was doing any type of sports like that. And they claim it was made for some kind of sports activity thing,
right,
but
yeah.
it didn't look like it. To me, it looked like they were trying to make money, capitalize on the gang and knife crime that's happening in the UK. Because the only people that would realistically go in to buy that is somebody who wants to hide from somebody, or young people.
So I worked with Nike after that, and I spoke to someone at Nike. And to be honest, I did say to them, I feel it was a mistake, but you know the balaclava and the snood, they call it, was actually made for sport. But they did advertise, they advertised it.
The one they put out had like clips where you can hang things out. It looked like it was made for comeback, war comeback. And you're selling this to the, like, I'm not, like, if that's the case, all right, let's go and buy 4 right now and walk down the street and see what happens.
I think that, like you said, with the whole knife crime that was happening, because you speak a lot about drill music and all of that, I think this year has been really, we've done quite a lot in the UK scene, especially with drill. It came out and whatever. I'm not a fan of drill. I think it's absolute bullshit. Like, the music is bullshit. The lyrics are bullshit. The videos are bullshit. I'm actually glad that those videos got taken off.
Gun lean.
We've got a whole song called a gun lean. Like, is this seriously what we're doing?
You know why it's not bullshit though, Zee?
It's bullshit.
I'll let him
I get what you're saying.
It's
I get
absolutely
Listen,
bullshit.
there's 2 sides to it. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're a hypocrite. You say knife crime, but you promote and you listen to music that's talking about that lifestyle." Personally, for me, there's 2 sides to it. Obviously, there are artists that make that music to get at their ops. Definitely, that is not what I promote, and that's not what I think should be promoted. If you have a track calling out the dead, or you video yourself on the op block outside, and you know that's gonna get a reaction, you're not making music because you wanna change your life. You're making music for another reason, and you can't tell me anything else. But then there's other people, there's another bracket of artists that actually make music. They don't call out nobody's name. Yes, the content is a bit violent, but you can bypass it.
But don't most drill artists talk about what they've done and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, but there's a difference between me saying I'm gonna ching him up and then calling out somebody else's name. If that makes sense. Like, if I just say it, like, you don't need to take it in.
But even if that was the case, I just think there's no creativity in it. It's very basic.
There's a lot of creativity.
There's a lot.
Ad-libs,
yeah, man.
Everything about it, man.
Anyone can do
everything is
ad-lib,
creative.
Yeah,
but when you can use it in a musical, when you can use it in a musical sphere with the instruments and just you calculate everything.
I think the drill music, yeah, cause like I actually was at a youth conference hosting it, and this was one of the topics they asked about it. For me, it's like what you said. There is some that are using the music just to taunt their enemies and their ops, their rivals, and saying, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. But then there's others that are trying to get out of it, because now, funny enough, I spoke at a school as well to talk about gangs and that. I went to school and they listened to drill. I said, who listens to drill music? Everyone does. I said, Lowski, a drill artist. They were like, he was, but no, they don't see him as a drill artist, because no, he is now making music to get out, because he's out now.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Let me say something. I grew up, not grew up. I was involved in the grime era. I was producing them times, right? Here's what I think about the drill. I mirror it up against grime, right? So when grime...
You're quite old, innit? That's why.
I'm old. When grime was doing its thing, it was the same. Lethal B, they were saying that this is creating beef. They ban people from clubs. They ban the music from the clubs. But now look where them people have got to. Lethal B, business. Tiny Temper, business. Loads of people from grime have had careers now. And that can happen with these kids in drill. So that's why I support drill.
Yeah, man, if you look at it,
that's it.
Music
I don't care what they're saying.
It's
I
just
don't
an
care what they're
expression
saying.
anyway, and it's like rap music. There's a lot of rappers out there that speak about a lot of violence. I feel like more with drill is just more graphic of how.
I just think it's too
violent.
It's too violent, and it glorifies road life. Yeah. And it's making. I've spoken to young people where they think, oh, I can do shotting, make some money, and then be a rapper, and then like buy a house, when we know that mostly rappers don't even have their own, they're not like homeowners or anything like that, or the jewelry that they use is rented, or the cars that they use is rented. It's like it's
everyone out.
no, I'm just saying, but it's like you're not, and I don't feel like, maybe because it was social media, with social media we couldn't see that, but I feel like with Lethal B and people like that, it wasn't they didn't really glorify it. It wasn't like, oh,
it was 4-5 shooting.
Yeah, I mean the lifestyle, like the lifestyle was beneficial. So now we've got people like,
they didn't have social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Fredo, he would do a whole song, maybe talking crud, and then young people can go on his Instagram and see him kitted out in Tom Ford and doing Rolex life, and they're going to think, rah, that's okay. But
you know what it is? There's balance. So that's going on. That's always gone on. Jay-Z's always spoke about that sort of stuff, right? But then there's another. For me, it's down to the parents. So we're talking about. For me, it's prevention. You got to speak to the 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds, right? So that's down to the parents to teach them wrong from right.
Yeah, I mean.
Because then look, you know that this Rolex was got from graft and hard work. So you watch that guy.
I think it's easier to say that though, when you're in this world that we're moving in, you're around your friends more than you are probably with your children, than your parents. You get what I mean? So that's hard.
But
as a
to be honest,
parent,
this is one of them ones that it can go so far and we can go on about it.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. Drill is here and I feel like it's going to be here to stay. I just hope the kids can, whoever's using it in the right way and gets them somewhere, because there's a lot of positives that can come out of it as well as a lot of negatives.
What do you think of the gospel drill and the whole Spat Nation?
Anyway, I'm not here for that shit. Like it's dead.
It makes no sense.
And the balaclava. But I want to talk about some positives that have happened in our entertainment. We had some, like I said, UK music's doing well. Fredo and Dave went to number one. And what else happened? You're like the music connoisseur, you know all this stuff that's what's been happening. Rapman, Shiro's story, Jay-Z signing him.
That's nice.
But
listen, long as it's not one of them ones where we over the years have seen American record labels signing UK people and then nothing happen with them.
Yeah. I hope that's not the case.
Like Lady Sovereign, remember her?
Oh yeah, I remember. UK, shout out UK Gossip TV.
What's his name? Is it Cone? What's his name? Who? The guy. He was not allowed to say the N-word. Yeah, he was signed to
he was signed to Rock Nation.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of time they get signed by Americans, and Americans don't know what to do with them afterwards.
Wasn't with his thing. The police were troubling him, still troubling him.
No, it doesn't matter. We can probably list a million other UK people that have been signed by Americans and nothing that comes out of it.
None of them as talented as Rapman, I'll be honest. Some of these guys that did get signed, again, these Americans, just like what happens with a lot of the hype things that get signed now, they jump on a bandwagon. So them people
but I think it's good for him. I think it's good for him. It's and hopefully there's a lot that comes out of it for him as well.
I think it will happen. I think he's created his own lane, and I think anyone that kind of creates their own lane, they will always do really well for themselves because they are like the pioneers of it. Kind of like everyone on this table. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, talking about that. What about social viral stars?
Oh yeah, like Loz, Ferdy, Miley is different.
For me, they're positives, right?
Yeah, I would say
people winning.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
What do you think? What do you think?
Changed his life. Ferdy definitely changed his life.
I mean,
he looks happy.
For how long? I
don't know, innit?
But
it depends on him, innit?
But
it depends on
him. Not making any money.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Yeah, that's what you said.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on.
I think in a couple months he.
No, hold on. Let me say this, right? What people might not realize, right? For me, what I see, and I have nothing against the guy, like, you know what I
Ferdy,
mean?
this is, yeah.
Ferdy, yeah. No, because he seems like he's just going with the flow of things. I feel like he's still working. I think he said it on your show. He's still working.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart thing to stay working, because I don't feel like his managers are letting him know how much they are actually collecting. To me, if Ferdy got £500 and they collected £5,000, he probably like, raw, £500 to go to a club tonight. That's a week's wage, 2 weeks' wage. That's the problem that I have with it, is that the people who are around him are just using him and having him like a puppet.
Yeah, but
And
isn't that's up to
again,
Ferdy then to
yes.
and to have people around him, and I think that happens to it happens to a lot of people. But I would say the whole Loz girl. I mean, Jay Huss's ex. You know, what's her name?
Not moving off Ferdy, surely. Sure, like,
Ferdy.
my thing is, are we happy for him, or is it like?
I don't mind Ferdy.
I
He
wanna
came
know.
on
I
the
think
show.
Ferdy is a big enough man to know whether an opportunity is good or bad. So I think I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him.
And he's changed his life. He's smiling.
No,
He's
but
grown. He knows
what
right
is
from
it
wrong.
It's not that we're not happy for him. Is I feel like is a thing like, all right, so I see a lot of the rappers get annoyed that he gets invited on BBC to do a freestyle. And that I can understand where that is a bit annoying, because
But the rappers are in the comments boosting him. The rappers are doing collaborations with him.
Exactly, but that's what I'm trying to say. So, but is again, it's like anything that goes viral, all of a sudden you become a star.
Yeah,
And
but like
talent
you,
means
but like
nothing,
you said,
right?
not for a long amount of time. Like Ferdy, I don't think he's going to be here in a year's time. Let's be honest, he's not going to be here. So it's good that he can ride this wave for whatever he can get it out with. Same with the Loz girl. Like, ride the wave while you can. Unfortunately, I would also say with Osh, me personally, I don't think he's going to be around in a year's time, because I think the Ye song. Obviously, he was doing music before this, but this is what has propelled him out there. And I think it's going to be very hard for him to follow up.
I think he can actually sing. I think if he's teamed with the right producer or somebody that actually knows music, he'll be okay.
I think what he would have to do is go away for a little while and then come back again, because this My Ye thing it's so big that it's hard for him to come back from it, and that's what happens to a lot of people.
Can I just say, I've spoke to I say his name because he had a guy at me for getting it wrong. Osh. Osh.
I say Osh.
Osh is when girls used to do that, isn't it? Osh. She's an Osh. Anyway, he's a lovely, lovely boy.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to put that
think
there.
he probably is.
No, she's not saying that. No, I wanted
think
people to know that.
yeah,
They might think that he's one of these overnight success people that are dickheads.
But what I'm trying to say is like I feel like with social media now, is the morals of people are so low right now that it, like any little fame, no matter what, people use it to their advantage. Say, all right, cool, yeah, let's do a song, let's do this, let's do that, let's print T-shirts of, you know what I mean? It's like you have to have some, you understand? You have to have some morals in yourself as well, and to the extent, because like. No, I look at it like, right, someone like Farabed, not disrespect him, do what you want to do, right?
No, disrespect him, he's a fucking idiot.
No, but listen,
Wait, let me say something.
No, sorry, he's an idiot, sorry.
Wait. I spoke to him, yeah.
You spoke to him.
And he said, I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, listen, what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, do you accept what you did was wrong? Will you do it again? He said, yes, I accept, and I'm never going to do it again. Based on that, man's not going to judge a man after that. If you say, wait, I spoke to him, and he said, he feels bad, blah, 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 and I'm never going to do it again. Wait, regardless, bro. It's literally what you just said, bro. Let him live his life. That's what he said to me, and that's it, bro. Leave him to just...
What the point I was trying to make is that, but guess what? There will be girls out there that because of his song and because he had a little highlight and he was in the news and that, oh, look, that's that fraud day, and want to be with him. Okay, that's why I said people's... Of course. Okay, but I guarantee if you go on his page, but there will be girls. There will, trust me.
He's a loser, basically. He's actually a big-time loser. Any guy that can do that and then make a song out of it and try and make
Girls have been making songs about flossing guys since before I've been going strip clubs.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, but it's okay.
But I know it's double standards. That's what it is.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
So if we're gonna,
if I choose to finesse a guy because he's dumb and he likes my vagina, that's not my problem. He literally went out of his way to finesse the girl. Anyway, I think 2018 definitely as well was like the year when everyone was very vocal about how they feel. I mean, even Giggs came at me that day, and then you done. That's how I first came across you actually, when you done your review about it and whatnot. And then Crept and Conan and Crept going on Halfcast talking about it, and then Wiley's been calling out Crept, and everyone's been kind of. I feel like everyone
Wiley's been calling out all Dizzle.
Dizzy loves it.
Yeah. Wiley loves it, but I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think everyone.
It's good when it reaches a barrier. Sometimes there's a border that you don't cross. If you've really got a problem with someone, call them or text them. You don't need to know.
It's a different era.
Okay, but I'm not being. Yeah, but if everyone done
on.
that, you wouldn't have your views.
No,
so
not
it's
necessarily.
All, yeah,
because that's just not. That's not the only thing it's based on.
No, but
it's based on a journalistic view of music.
Of course, but
that's just one side.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying. We wouldn't have that.
Your videos do very well when you're talking about certain things that have just happened.
Controversy didn't happen.
Then
a lot of things would exist.
I mean, everyone's always saying that. Pick up the phone, blah blah blah. But I don't.
I think the UK rap needs this.
So do I.
Well, there ain't been a rap beef for how long?
I don't mind when we talk how
lyrical,
we feel,
lyrical.
but I think some people are coming out saying things. And we're saying, yeah, they're being honest and they're speaking their mind, but it's not their mind. I think it's their brethren or someone, or they've heard someone else, or they've read it.
Pretty sure
a
it's
comment.
Giggs' mind every time he talk, though.
Oh no, there's loads of people that is talking their mind, but there's a hell of a lot of people that ain't, bro.
What about the royal wedding? Did you not like that?
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
We've got black people in the house.
Like a spice.
I don't think she's seasoning her chicken with any sort of
No,
spice.
Why'd you say that for?
Somebody would, man. Somebody would.
Somehow,
she's
unpacking Jamie Oliver's jerk rice. That's what she's unpacking.
That's a mad thing in
I
2018.
know, I can't believe it. Jamie Oliver and his jerk rice. How dare he?
Did anyone try it?
No, let me explain something, right? And this is what I said on my videos, because I've done a lot of videos over this year about the whole Jerk Saga. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying that you cannot make these things, but they're not making it the right way if they're making it. That's what I'm saying. Like, in Jamaica, you probably could go and make chicken, jerk, fried rice, chicken, something like that. You could probably, but do it the correct way. Use the real seasonings, do it the right method of doing it.
What if he just says, I'm remixing it? It's my own take.
Don't put Jamaican on it. Because a lot of them are putting Jamaican jerk.
He should just say, like,
It's
Jamie
not.
Oliver's jerk.
They call it an idiot
Is
jerk.
it a disrespect? Because we call this whole culture vulture thing. I think it's going to be massive in 2019.
Yep, I've been called a
even
culture
with the
vulture.
black fishing, all of that.
Stick it onto the Jamie Oliver, and people take like, don't we want people to love our culture?
Yeah, but we're not getting anything back from it.
Okay.
Some of us
but
are
that's
not getting
the questions out there.
Yeah, but that's our fault though. We don't get anything back because it's our fault. We don't do our own thing. So
But
we
I'm
don't
here
have,
to stop it, so.
What you are?
We're not make no more again.
What, Jamie Oliver? You had a word with him.
Well, him see the video and stop.
You've got bare power in it.
I'm an influencer, innit?
Is it?
I'm an influencer, you know.
Did you see Nikita? She's got her new house off for being influencer. See that?
Let's talk about this whole influencer thing as well. Like, what is an influencer?
I
The
don't
social
know.
media term. What's the social media term?
Do you help people? Do you make people make decisions? Do you help their
Influencer is
choices?
somebody that
I am.
impacts the people out there, whether it be like a good or a bad thing. Like that's what I was
How
saying.
do you become an influencer?
You just
Like,
have to
what
put
do you
like
do exactly?
pictures up of your bum and your
No.
breasts and stuff like that.
That's not
And this is how you
influencing.
become. He said, "How do you become influencer?"
But alright, so am I influencer?
Is it wrong to be
Yes,
called
me, I
an
stick-
influencer? If somebody called you an influencer, would it be wrong?
I would
Or
say
like
so.
anyone
It's probably
here, does anyone
part
have a
of what I
problem
do,
with
but I've got.
I wouldn't mind.
Like,
Yeah.
personally, got a lot more to me.
Yeah,
Some
there's
people
more
have
to it,
only
but
got
it's
that.
part of it, yeah,
Some
it's
people are
part of
only trying to make you do something for a brand or do something. You know what I mean? So or
I
make you
think
follow
an
their
influencer is somebody that doesn't necessarily stand for anything either. Like they because like Stevo said, they are sponsored by so many brands or work with so many brands that they're literally just like puppeteers for these people.
So going into 2019, it looks like we've got hashtag Where is Vanessa to look forward
Oh my
to.
God.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think more and more people are going to get outed. Like, how can you just be out here telling everyone that unknown T gave someone chlamydia and that Rams has an uncircumcised penis and that his penis made her vagina feel funny?
Uncircumcised dicks are usually dirtier.
Don't just be getting excited because the girl's got big bum and big breast.
We haven't really gone deep into topics. We've just been sort of flying through them, being playful with some of the subjects. But yeah, topics and
Yeah, we don't. Well, you can write in the comments. You probably will.
They can do whatever they
Because
want.
people are very stupid these days. You know what I mean? But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been fun. Girls, remember over the Christmas period, lick your partner's balls. It's very important. You know, make him happy. Have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And we'll be back in the new year.